Yeah, birds in the trap, they gon' stink. Mara serving the act out of baby bottle. Don't tell me shut up, you are not my boss. Turn up so much now I just can't turn off. Don't call me back since you can't answer when I call you. Daddy was a rolling stone, I get it from my father. Chain so heavy that I can't fuck all her. She know I was a devil cause I wear a lot of Prada.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to EMW Monday Night Mayhem. We are live in Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and LeBron James. We are in the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, and boy, do we have a show for you tonight. There is Amaya Jackson earlier today entering the arena, as well as the anomaly, Lennon, Walsh. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight, Mike Storm is in the building, and he has an announcement. For the first time ever, he will be on EMW soil with that announcement. And just less than 24 hours removed from the events of Bozo's Playhouse 2, Izaiah will be here live in action. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I am your commentator for the night, Elliot Porter. Thank you for joining us right here on EMW Monday Night Mayhem for EMW Week. And tonight, we have a badass show for you. And our main event of the evening, the EMW Women's Worldwide Championship is on the line as Jessica Ahmed defends against the Alpha Bench, Isabella. And that is going to be a must-see match. These two women have been at it for months, and finally it will come at a head here tonight in our main event, and you do not want to miss that, I promise you. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight Mike Storm is in the house, and as I said before, he is on EMW soil for the first time in his career with a game-changing announcement. And ladies and gentlemen, the conversation is here, and anytime she is under an EMW roof, it is must-see television. And tonight we're going to see her celebrate her debut win. But tonight, I will have a live exclusive interview with the anomaly, Lennon Walsh, to at least come to some sort of conclusion as to what he did to Trey Mercer on the last episode of Monday Night Mayhem. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the World Tournament starts as the first round begins here tonight with Planta versus Lando, Osbourne. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and in our other first round contest, Izaiah will go head-to-head with Morton, and that ain't next week, that ain't later tonight, that is right now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this special edition of EMW Monday Night Mayhem as a part of EMW Week right here on Epic Studios, the only place you can catch it. Well, this Saturday, the World Tournament Royal Pain pay-per-view is set to take place, and these two matches tonight will determine who will face off in the semifinals of the pay-per-view this Saturday in the tournament. And I must say, the possibilities here are endless. I mean, you could either end up with Izaiah versus Planta, Izaiah versus Lando Osbourne versus Marty Morton, or Planta versus Marty Morton. The possibilities here are very fruitful, but tonight we're going to get answers. Tonight we are going to get non-stop action. We have a jam-packed hour for you tonight, all must see. So I encourage you to sit back and enjoy the action. We've got, like I said before, a badass show for you. Izaiah just, as I said earlier, less than 24 hours ago, surviving the Bozo's Playhouse match. The first man ever to defeat Bozo in a Bozo's Playhouse match. And he sure didn't leave unscathed, not only with those physical scars and bruises that you see all over his body, but as well as the mental scars. And I have to question, how will that affect his in-ring performance tonight against someone as strong and as hungry as Marty Morton? And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time seeing Marty Morton in action right here on Epic Studios, just know he is no stranger to an EMW ring. However, tonight will be his EMW Monday Night Mayhem debut. So the nerves for this young man, the pressure for this young man are high and heavy. I promise you tonight. I mean, tonight, this match can do wonders for his career. In his first match on the main roster, he could defeat an established wrestler like Izaiah Morale, one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world. And if he defeats him tonight to advance to the tournament, he very well can be our next EMW Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this contest underway. And here we go. The bell has sounded. The fans are ready. And these two are going to have a bit of a look at each other. No strangers to one another. And here they go. Collar and elbow tie up early in the match, as Marty Morton quickly wins the strength advantage here, pushing Izaiah to the corner. We're going to get a clean break there. Now back into the collar and elbow tie up here. And now Izaiah getting the advantage with a headlock here. And, you know, you look at these two, and the strength advantage does seem pretty obvious here as Marty Morton knocks down Izaiah with a shoulder block. But with that being said, I mean, you wonder what strategy Izaiah is going to go with in this match, as he goes with a spinning heel kick and a huge kick, and it looks as if he's going to go for that striking offense he usually has. And look at the athleticism by Marty Morton. Oh, and charging at Izaiah, and Izaiah catching it with some more strikes there. Now Izaiah off the ropes, huge elbow right to the sternum of Morton. And already back in the driver's seat is Izaiah Morale. Off the ropes, what's he gonna go for here? And now, oh my gosh, and that's a lot of weight, ladies and gentlemen. Marty Morton just splashing on top of Izaiah Morale. And as you can see, Izaiah Morale has all those bandages and whatnot on his arm and upper pectoral. Oh my gosh, and a huge body slam out of a gut wrench position, followed up by a huge splash in the elevation on that. Oh, and just a kick out at one there by Izaiah Morale. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, I mean, Izaiah Morale is pretty banged up from the events that happened less than 24 hours ago at Bozo's Playhouse 2. And you have to think, Marty is not evil here. Marty is not a bad man, but he is going to target those areas that he can view as vulnerable. Oh my gosh, and a huge knee that Izaiah Morale caught Marty with off of the rebound here. And the suddenness is what's saving Izaiah here. I mean, he's able to just find something deep within his bag out of nowhere at moments to stop Marty Morton in his tracks. And what is he thinking here? Looks like he's gonna go for a dive. And yes, the bastard's gonna fly, and he gets caught with an overhead belly to belly onto the barricade. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a break here, but don't go anywhere. The World Tournament continues right here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the EMW World Championship Tournament. We are right here live on EMW Mayhem in Cleveland, Ohio. And let's take a look at your bottom right screen there. That's what happened over the commercial break. I mean, Morton just throwing all of Isaiah's weight onto that thin padding on the outside and then dropping that near 300-pound exterior onto the bastard. What a huge super kick right there from Isaiah Morale. And now we're going to get some more striking offense from this young man. Huge super kick placed right onto that jaw of Morton. Now Marty is going to be sent into the corner thanks to the bastard. And what is he going to look for here? A tilt-a-whirl DDT catching the throat onto the top rope there. Very unique offense by Isaiah Morale. And huge meteora. He gets every bit of that. Now to the corner. Marty already back up to his feet. And once again just throwing Isaiah Morale over his head into something hard. I mean, geez Louise, the might and strength of this young man is just palpable. Oh my gosh. Another huge powerbomb out of a gut wrench position and a huge right hand. And now an inverted body slam there by Marty Morton. Just having his way with Isaiah Morale when it comes to strength and might. I mean, just look at this. That is a grown man. Isaiah is not a small man. And here we go into the cover, and that could be it. No, kick out at 2 from Isaiah Morale. Now Marty gonna send Isaiah into the corner again. Oh, and went for a huge splash there! For the Dominican Destroyer. And we have a bastard in the next round. No, kick out at 2. Jeez Louise, ladies and gentlemen, this is shaping up to be something special as a huge sliced bread, and that may just do the trick. No! Isaiah Morale almost advancing to the next round there, but Marty able to get the shoulder off of the mat. And now gonna throw Marty to the outside. He catches himself on the apron here. Oh, and that may have been a mistake because here comes those big forearms from Isaiah Morale. And ladies and gentlemen, this will not end a matchup, but what it will do is create cumulative damage over the course of the matchup as he's attacking the respiratory system of Marty Morton that will play a huge role in this match as the duration of the contest goes on. And Marty back up to his feet and on the apron and telling Isaiah to give him a better shot, and he does right there as he delivers a huge elbow to the eye. Oh my God! Huge DDT on the hardest part of the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the world title tournament continues right here. Oh my God.
Welcome into Munchies. How can I help you? How can
This food is good as hell. We're all high.
Try our new Munch Burger, bro. Only available at Munchies. So is our $10 meal deal. If you don't have a Munchies in your city, you're just broke. Munchies. How can I take your order, bro?
And we are back here live, ladies and gentlemen, in the middle of the first World Tournament first round match. Isaiah Morale is up top, looking for something dangerous, and he hits a poison rana off the top rope. If he can go to cover Marty Morton, that could be it. No, I think he's gonna look for something to put the cherry on top here. And again, returning to those constant strikes. And oh my gosh! Huge Spanish fly out of a ripcord position. 2, and then no! Marty Morton kicking out somehow. Once again, and I mean since the bell has rang, ladies and gentlemen, this has been just at a high volume, and Isaiah dives to the outside on the Morton. Not giving this young man any chance to breathe. You want to look at the bottom right screen. right here. Oh my gosh, the bottom right corner of your screen. Sorry, look at that beautiful Spanish fly. You want to see here, look at the elevation that Izaiah got on that dive to the outside. Absolutely just giving his all to Morton there. But Morton back in control as he splashes on the spine of Izaiah once again, then just picking him up from that deadlift position, looking for a power bomb, but Izaiah gets out of it. And now, oh my gosh, beautiful traversal by Isaiah Morale to get a backbreaker off. Beautiful offense by these two. 2 count, kick out at 2, how? Marty Morton came from the Next Gen brand, as did Isaiah Morale a few years ago. A lot of comparisons made between Marty Morton and others in this profession, but I actually find this young man quite unique. He's got all the skills to be an EMW World Champion, but maybe not tonight. As Isaiah catches him with a springboard, poison rana, huge knee lift, and another poison rana, followed up by God. And Isaiah is not done. He's going crazy. I mean, this match, oh my gosh, but Morton catching him with a pop-up power slam. I mean, this match, what a banger this is, folks. This match could main event any pay-per-view if you ask me. Oh my gosh! And Morton was looking for a power slam from a snatching position there. Isaiah be able to counter it into a stunner of some sorts. But Marty with a huge spine buster, and he advances. No! Isaiah just barely getting that damaged shoulder off of the mat. And now Marty is looking to wrap it up here, looking for something big to finally put the bastard away. He's gonna need to, but Isaiah evades it. And now, oh no! Isaiah gets it off. 1, 2. That is gonna be it. And Isaiah Morale advances to the pay-per-view. And what a banger that was to open the broadcast tonight. Take a look at some of these replays, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, neither one of these men should have anything to be ashamed of besides the house that was torn down as a result of what they did here tonight. What an opening contest, ladies and gentlemen. I can definitely say that is not going to be the last that we see of Marty Morton. I mean, the performance he gave tonight was absolutely amazing. At the end, just barely coming up short there, but if this contest went on a little longer, it's needless to say that I think Marty Morton may have gotten the best of Isaiah Morale. What a match, folks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a night it has already been, and what a night we have for you. But up next, I have an exclusive live split-screen interview with the Anomaly, Lennon Walsh, in an attempt to try to get to the bottom of this situation between him and Trey Mercer.
Lennon, everyone saw the post-match attack that you delivered to Trey Mercer after the previous Mayhem episode, and everybody just wants to know, given the limited in-ring history between the two of you, simply, Lennon, why? Why did you target Trey Mercer?
Because I know something that he doesn't.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, not really much to say after that. I mean, the limited, very cryptic information by Lennon Walsh saying, I mean, he knows something that Trey doesn't. We don't know what that means, but ladies and gentlemen, what I do know is right here, right now, up next, the one, Mike Storm, is in the building, and he is going to make a huge announcement, and that ain't later, that's up next. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, Mike Storm, a long, illustrious career, has been wrestling way over a decade and started at a very young age. This man has done a lot in his career, but one thing he has never done is compete in an EMW ring. And perhaps tonight his announcement has something to do to pertain to that very sentiment. Let's see what he has to say.
What is up, Cleveland? It is so great to be back in front of some of the best wrestling fans in the entire country. Now, you are all probably wondering why I'm out here knowing that I've never been the type to talk, but I've been meaning to get this off my chest. I've been a part of this business since I was 17 years old. I'm 30 now. My body has been through everything, and it's been letting me know that it's finally time to officially hang up the boots.
Oh no, what?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Look, but listen, not tonight. I have unfinished business. I have a whole lot that I haven't even accomplished here in the EMW ring. So next time you see me in the EMW ring, it'll be an open challenge. I don't care how much my body hurts. Each and every night, you will be getting my very best, and I have never been the type to lie. So get ready. We have a long road ahead.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Storm. While tonight he may not be retiring, but it is on the horizon, and he will retire as an EMW wrestler. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, Mike Storm.
I can't even begin to fathom, to explain to each and every one of you and how frustrating it is to not be at the very top. You see, everywhere I go, people have always tried to hold me down. They've tried to make me seem like I'm lesser than. And I've proven time and time again I'm more than that when I'm actually given the chance. It's taken me forever to finally get to the main roster. And now I'm having to face a guy with the name Plant in his name. I might as well be facing Captain Plant for all I care. Every single time I get passed up by this company, and I'm getting very sick and tired of this. Each and every day I wake up, I have to deal with this. And unfortunately, it's not going to change. But I am going to make it change.
On sale this week on the Streamer Home Shopping Network. Strawberry flavored capture card. Onion ring light. Radioactive monitor. Webcam drink holder. Hard drive / space heater. Better act fast. Hurry now while supplies last. Head to the Streamer Home Shopping Network.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here in Cleveland, Ohio, the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We are here in Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And up next, we have another World Tournament first round match. Lando Osbourne, the chip on his shoulder, a mile wide. And tonight, he goes against Planta. And head-to-head competition, the winner of this match will advance to the pay-per-view this Saturday to take on Isaiah in the semifinals. And either way it goes, ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait to see what match we end up with. I mean, just absolute star-studded tournament bracket we have, and we're just figuring out as these shows come out. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are not familiar with Lando Osbourne, oh, do I envy you, because you have a lot of history to look back on. I mean, this young man is one of the most underrated talents in the world, and that is why the chip on his shoulder is as big as it is. I mean, he's been in the next gen roster for the past 4 or 5 years here in EMW, and he is pissed about it. And tonight, he's going to make that very well known, as he has his goal dead set on advancing in that tournament finals and becoming the EMW Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. And ladies and gentlemen, here comes the People's Plant, the green thumb, Planta. You know, as lighthearted as Planta may be, he is a very talented performer. I mean, very lighthearted, but he most definitely has a chip on his shoulder as well. And I don't underestimate him one bit. A lot of people like to mistake his lightheartedness and kindness and his love for the planet as weakness, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, this man is a very, very good competitor, very good wrestler in the ring. He can catch you by surprise, and he may very well do that tonight. I mean, you never know. He could become the next EMW Undisputed World Champion. Anything can happen in EMW, and that is not that far out of the imagination, if you ask me. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, this first round contest is going to get underway. The bell has sounded, and these two enter the collar and elbow tie-up in the filling out process. See who will gain the first swing of momentum here. And Lando Osbourne backs Planta into the corner, and a huge right shot while Planta wasn't looking. But now, while Lando isn't looking, Planta, like I said earlier, gonna catch him by surprise. A kick out at one had me there. I mean, like I said, anything can happen here in EMW. That could very well have been the end of Lando Osbourne's night. But now he is in the clinch here and got him in a wrist lock here. And now Planta reversing the momentum. And now, beautiful chain wrestling sequences here. Both of these two just trading holds. A huge back elbow to the back of the head there by Lando. Now gonna wrench the head and neck of Planta. What do we have here? Shooting him off the ropes and duck down. And now a huge leapfrog by Planta. And now looking for a beautiful deep arm drag. Traversing all around the body of Lando Osbourne as he flies at him with a beautiful elbow and kipping up there. And Planta is feeling it here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He is feeling like a champion. He's damn sure looking like one in the early goings of this contest as he sends himself off the ropes for another huge forearm, but Lando able to evade that one. And now going to send Planta. I thought he was going in the corner there, but on the ropes with a huge calf kick or a kick to the back of the thigh. And now, was looking for something there, but Planta able to send him off the ropes and huge. Absolute beautiful ring awareness there from the People's Plan. Oh my God. And look at how high in the air he was before landing flat on the ground in a huge brain buster to that thin padding. And Lando has regained control. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Tournament rolls on right here on Monday Night Mayhem. Don't go anywhere.
I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to EMW Monday Night Mayhem. We are in the middle of a first-round World Tournament matchup right here in Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse as Lando Osbourne has control again. But take a look at the bottom right corner of your screen, ladies and gentlemen, at what happened over the commercial break. Neo Planta was sent into the corner, went for a jump-up crossbody, but Lando catching him and just dropping him on his head right here. We thought we had to end it there and cut the commercial break short, but Planta was able to get his shoulder off of the mat. And now it looks like Planta is back in the driver's seat here as he's starting to mount a comeback. And a pop-up drop kick to Osbourne, and Planta is feeling it. And one thing I just want to point out here, Planta is very knowledgeable about nature and wildlife, and I say that because in studying that, Planta is familiar with watching behavior and patterns and instincts and etc. He applies that same way of learning to his in-ring skill, I notice, and he is a very bright man with a very young man with a bright and high ring IQ. Oh my gosh, he just throws all his weight into that shoulder, into Lando's sternum there. Great ring awareness from Lando Osbourne as he gets out of dodge. Huge drop kick from Planta, missed. And now Osbourne back in the ring, looking for another brain buster. I thought, no, and he gets a neck breaker out of it. Beautiful. Just beautiful maneuver by Lando. Oh, and now he's gonna go for the mask. And this has nothing to do with winning a contest. Can't take off the man's mask. But oh my God! And that could be it. Planta, he's gonna go to the next round. No. Lando Osbourne just barely getting his shoulder off of the mat. And look at this. Oh! Planta was going for something big there. But now, Osbourne with a back body drop in. Planta gets out of it, and a huge super kick placed on the chin of Lando. And now, gonna go for a brainbuster of his own. No, reverse into a cradle pinfall maneuver. One. And now Planta able to reverse it. One. Oh, and a kick out for him as well. Now Lando here, oh my gosh. And I thought he was still down. But he's gonna play possum. And that's gonna be it. No. Kick out at 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, Lando Osbourne feels like he should have been a mainstay on the main roster. He feels like he should have been a main talent immediately. And no doubt he's gonna be a main. Oh my gosh, and a huge headbutt to the inner groin, I believe there. Not quite. Oh my gosh. Not quite in the family jewels, but he did ring a bell there with that huge step-up kick there. Now gonna throw Lando to the outside, perhaps looking for another dive here. And yes, he is, as Planta gets it this time. And this thing could be over pretty quickly. Planta gonna send Lando into the ring. And I think he's getting ready to wrap this one up. What's he looking for? And oh my gosh, beautiful springboard dropkick. The way he did it, absolutely unique. Lando Osbourne getting his shoulder off the damn mat again. Planta just so close there. Now, gonna send Osbourne into the corner again. And gonna hit a little broccoli buster there, if you will. Planta not afraid to have a little fun in that ring. I mean, the fun is very effective here. And it doesn't look fun on Lando's expense. Is that beautiful maneuver there. And another splash and looking for something else. Oh my gosh, Lando Osbourne is chasing after Planta. Here he is, foot into his damn face, hitting that Lost in Wonderland. I mean, jeez. Bet you every one of Planta's teeth have been sent back into his stomach after that. I'm glad he's wearing a mask. Now, what is he looking for? Oh my God! Oh my gosh! In a purple ring from Lando Osbourne, and usually that's it. And yep, it's gonna be it here tonight too. As Lando Osbourne advances to the next round, and let's take a look at some of the replays here. I mean, just beautiful, valiant effort by Planta. Nothing to be ashamed of here tonight. But this would inevitably be the downfall of Planta's hot streak. It's right here, following up that Lost in Wonderland. You can see that purple rain to wrap it up, and Lando Osbourne will be advancing to the next round in the tournament to face off against Isaiah this Saturday at EMW World Tournament Royal Pain.
Bro, Chris, you saw what happened out there. I wasn't ready against Charleston. You saw me. I was just hyping up the crowd. I was trying to make you money. I was trying to make EMW some money, making all the crowd hype, make them ready. And this is what I get. I get screwed out the junior weight title. You know this is, as a man of business, you know this is unfair and it's unsanctionable for this to happen. Let me get a rematch against Charleston.
You wasn't ready? Wasn't ready? You danced around like a buffoon for a whole minute. Besides, I got an opponent. I got an opponent all ready for the next Mayhem. Listen, Jordan, let's just say you'll believe it when you see it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I wonder who that could be. I have no idea who's next in line for the Junior Weight Championship. But what I do know is up next in line for us, the Conversation is in the building, and she is here to celebrate her debut win on the last episode of Monday Night Mayhem, which I'll get back to in a bit. But she is here. She has a live microphone. And that is right now, ladies and Ladies and gentlemen, if you saw the last episode of EMW Monday Night Mayhem, then you know that this woman was not scheduled to have a match. She was only scheduled, not last week, but for the last episode, she was only scheduled for an appearance, and this happened. Shay was backstage warming up, getting ready for her one-on-one debut match, and Amaya takes a light tube and hits her over the head with it. And I hear Shay had to have several staples, and she was sent to a local hospital that night, unable to confront Amaya afterwards, but Amaya took her spot against Jessica B that was meant for Shay, and look at this. I mean, absolutely beautiful maneuver, but yes, Amaya Jackson stole Shay's moment on the last episode of Mayhem. It's absolutely inexcusable if you ask me. All right, that's nice. She knows we're not in Chicago.
Conversation is in the building. Oh, y'all sound salty. Kind of like someone I know by the name of Shay. You know, failed wrestler / failed musician. Yeah, her. Let this be a message to any bitch who thinks they finna step into my shit and take my light. I told y'all I'm here to be the GOAT, okay? So if that means stacking the nearest hospital with the Maya Jackson wannabes, then so be it. Step into my world and I'll step right on where we are asses, because the truth is that even on my worst day, none of you bitches can ever cut close to what I am in perfection. And that's just true facts, people.
Well, it's usually the bravado from... Oh, wait a minute. There's an ambulance that just pulled into the top of the stage. What the hell is going on here? Oh my gosh! And that is Shay, ladies and gentlemen. And not only is it Shay, but it looks like she's got some backup. She's got a damn light tube. And I think she's gonna shove that right where the sun doesn't shine, but Amaya runs out of the... Oh, of course she flees. Amaya Jackson running from the smoke, from the fire that she started in the first damn place. What a coward.
Amaya, where are you going? Nah. Bring your punk ass back out here. It seems like Little Miss Conversation doesn't want to have a conversation. Funny, but I got some better for your scary ass since you want to flee back to your dollar store treehouse. I had a conversation myself with general manager A&Y, and this Saturday at World Tournament ain't gonna be nowhere for you to run, little girl, because it's gonna be you and I in an ambulance match.
Oh my!
And the only conversation that'll be had is that the unapologetic one whooped your ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an announcement! An ambulance match? We've never had that before.
Well, fans, I regret to inform you that I have been informed that tonight, despite being scheduled for an appearance, V-Kid has no show tonight's Mayhem. I know, it's heartbreaking, I know, but save your booze, please, because there was going to be an announcement tonight that at World Tournament, he would be challenging Carter Young for his EMW Epic Championship, but Now the announcement is that not only has V-Kid been stripped of that championship opportunity at the pay-per-view, he will also be fined $100,000, and I am suspending him indefinitely. But it can't stop there, because that leaves Carter Young without an opponent at World Tournament, and we can't have that, can we? So I had a little talk with an old friend of mine, the general manager of Next Gen, Butterslug. And on the final episode of Next Gen this Thursday, the EMW Next Gen champ, Jay Fontaine, is going to go head-to-head with the EMW Epic Champion, the super athlete, Carter Young. Now that is how you book a main event. Yeah.
For all the things that were left unsaid, for all the times I found promises dead, I had nightmares along the way, I made prayers in vain. I'm awake, I'm alive, you made me alive now. Never mind, I survived time after time. Through the pain I feel, through the hate in me, it goes on and on again. Inside the right while you're alive, it's been never mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to EMW Monday Night Mayhem. We are here live, and it is now time for the main event of the evening. The EMW Women's World Class Champion, the Worldwide Championship is on the line. The Alpha Bitch, Isabella, and if you are not familiar with this absolute legend, let me tell you about her. This woman was on the first EMW return pay-per-view back in 2020. She is the second ever Women's World Champion in the company. She was in the first women's main event for a pay-per-view match, which just happened to be World Tournament, the first ever World Tournament pay-per-view back in 2020. She main evented that, although in a losing effort to Sylvia. Yes, very decorated woman here. I mean, walked away from the company a few years ago during the draft, and then came back and hit Sean Leota with the car, which sparked all of this. And here comes the EMW Women's Worldwide Champion, Jessica Ahmed. I mean, one of the most decorated champions in all of wrestling, a multi-time world champion. I mean, this woman has a lot on her resume, and tonight she has the chance to prove that she can do it alone without Leota. She's so pissed at him that he didn't even come to the show tonight. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Queen Jessica Ahmed is gonna prove herself tonight that she doesn't need Sean Leota. She's a great wrestler in her own right, and she never needed the showman. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is what it is all about, the EMW Women's Worldwide Championship. Jessica Ahmed, the only woman to hold this title 2 times. And Isabella Riley, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, went over all her stats earlier in this company. In one of the matches that put EMW on the match, the Fatal 4-Way for the EMW Women's World Championship back at Summer Brawl 2020. And Jessica Ahmed the first ever EMW Women's Worldwide Champion. The first ever two-time EMW Women's Worldwide Champion. These two have done a lot for women's wrestling and a lot for the women's wrestling in EMW. I mean, completely set the standard for a lot of these ladies. So this is a dream match, and here we go. Oh, wait. And already Jessica playing mind games, fleeing the ring. Playing this at her own pace. I mean, I do suppose Isabella is the bigger woman here. So, strategy nonetheless. What the hell? I thought he wasn't here tonight. What the hell is he doing here? Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. The showman Sean Leota is not scheduled to be here tonight. And an opportune time he chose to stroll his ass down here in the middle of the main event. And you gotta believe this is all a big ploy by these two. Look at this. Jessica Ahmed gonna wrap it up. No! Isabella getting her shoulder off the mat. And Jessica sitting herself off the ropes. And, just to eat a fist sandwich there. A knuckle sandwich. But what the hell is Leota doing with a chair? Excuse me. She's gonna sit at ringside and watch this or something? Get him out of here. Let these two women fight it out and settle their issue. He just keeps, oh my, now he's getting in the ring. Turn around, oh my gosh, the damn referee can't ring the bell or anything. Because believe it or not, folks, yeah, that's the chairman of this company hitting a woman with a steel chair in her damn skull. Somebody stop him. Look at this. I mean, if this is his way of saying sorry for his wife, for humiliating his wife. I mean, instead of coming out here and saying, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize for making inappropriate comments towards another woman's body. No, I'll just hit her with a steel chair several times until it bends and breaks over her damn body. This man makes me sick. I mean, look at this. You can just hear the chair. Look at it. Look at the chair just bending and breaking over her damn body. This is a disgrace. And he's getting another one. Nobody has any power to stop this but him. And he's the damn one doing it. Look at this. Just look at this. There's a damn championship match going on. There's a world title match going on right now. Oh my God. 3 unprotected shots to the skull in which is bleeding like a stuffed pig. Delivering the alpha bitch on a silver platter to his wife, to his girlfriend, instead of just apologizing. Look what he does. And I don't give a damn if I get fined for saying this right in front of him. Right is right. And wrong is wrong. And that's wrong. And as you see those educated feet coming into play, that'll end your night. You can count to 100. And Jessica Ahmed is still your women's worldwide champion. Thank you, Charlie. And look at them. Like this is something to be proud of. Like this is something to be proud of. He did all the damn work. Oh, he's got the nerve to pick up the camera and point it at her too. Look at this. They make me sick.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. What you are looking at is the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Alright. Set your bitch ass up.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ain't nobody trying to hear all that.
It's Jay Leota.
But you, on the other hand, Pops, I think you might want to hear this. 21 years ago, you made my mother sign an NDA. All so the world would know that you had a kid. Couldn't you thought it would ruin your legacy or something? You bought her silence. You bought your way out of raising her. But what you couldn't buy your way out of was karma. You see, the lawyers you barely paid for put a little clause in that agreement. A clause that said any unused or dormant business asset you owned would legally pass over to me the moment I turned 21. And guess who just had a birthday?
Let me guess, it's you?
Oh, wait a second!
Well, that's great. Happy belated.
Oh my
You know
God!
what's better than that? One of those dormant assets you talked about, Sean, is a company that you acquired just to let die. But now that Shade here has decided to make me his business partner, we decided to resurrect it.
Resurrect what? Oh my gosh! They own UHW now! Leona's living!
Oh yeah, and one more thing, Sean. Now that we own this, we can do this thing called a dual contract. We can sign whoever we want to both companies, and for our first choice, we signed the most badass person we could think of.
Wait a minute. The hell do they mean
See
by
you
that?
tomorrow, Leota.
What do they mean by that? Tell Screech to hold the limo. I'll be out there in a sec, babe. Gotta handle something. Fuck. Look, I don't want her here any more than you do. But you're the only one I know capable of getting rid of her for good. Look, I'm not asking you to work with her. I'm asking you to get that bitch gone. A favor for a favor.
If I keep on getting high, I'm gon' find a reason. Ever since we fell out, bitch fell off, somebody needs me. Ass fat, tits fat, let me scratch that. Only like guys who flirt on cash out. Somebody pass me water. I'm about to throw this perk back. Why these hoes be tryna fit in, bitch go take a bird back. Saying bad baby is broke, I never heard that.